I will take that as you approve. Well, hi guys, how's everybody doing? Well, hello everybody. It's good to see you guys again. Just a reminder for those that are new over on this channel, we try to keep things family friendly. Everybody is welcome, and I hope everybody's doing well. Hey Red, how you doing? Uno, how you doing? Hey Brad, how you doing? It is currently, I think like what, 20 degrees? 20-ish outside. It's pretty cold today. And clear, not snowing. But it's pretty cold in Missouri. Oh, never mind, I lied. It's 32. Feels like... We're checking. Feels like 25. What think you, Ben? So, for those that don't know, I sit there and I serenade my kid and my wife. He has a lot of fun sometimes with music and chords, so it's fun to see. Oof, already went out of tune. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Spit up alert. Kind of like the old classic music too, because stuff like that was so present. Where it's just like fun little melody lines. So how's everybody doing tonight? It's been a hot second. I apologize. I was under the weather last night, not able to really do a good stream. Had a really, really bad headache and just some nastiness going around this area. But how's everybody doing? Motivation for the night too. So this is kind of like a little bit of like our chill hangs format that we do sometimes. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We sit there, we talk about nostalgia and all sorts of things, and I'm sure one day that's going to make a comeback. Currently, it's kind of been on hiatus. Been doing lots of gaming live streams. Been doing some work on music, this new album, getting ready for Christmas, and all that jazz. You really like this guitar, Ben. He is like locked onto this thing. You want to play it? There you go, dude. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I've turned my kid into a Paul Reed Smith guitar kid already. He loves this thing. He's just staring at it. Hi, dude. How you doing? Don't mind the old dusty guitar cases. They're not the cool, fun guitars with dusty guitar cases. They are the cool new guitars, dusty guitar cases. One of these days, I'll get an old dusty guitar, though. I don't think I played this one on stream. Yeah, dude. So we definitely got to get it tuned up. Hey, Haywood. How you doing? Lots of good right now. Lots of good. We're up and kicking. We're alive. It's Christmas time. I know, dude. So if you hear my kids start to cry just a little bit, well, thank you. It was a gift from my wife. But if you start to hear a kid cry in the background, it is my son's bedtime right around, and he might get a little sleepy, cranky, guys. Haywood, I play originals. Don't really do a lot of covers anymore. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. So, Haywood, do you play guitar by chance? That's always a fun note in that chord. I don't remember which class or which song it was that I kind of heard stuff like that, that kind of note. And start learning about certain notes and chords that don't belong, and it can make it sound either really hopeful or really just tense and whatnot. And learning how to use that in songwriting, and it's fun. It's a journey. I am loving it, dude. That's awesome. So, are you learning on like an acoustic or like an electric? James Taylor. Why does that name sound so familiar, the name James Taylor? What songs does he sing? Oh, dude, chords are good. Actually, one of my electric guitars is a chord. It's branded a Lotus but it's actually a court. Hey, dude. He just be staring. All right, I'll get back to playing, Ben. I'm gonna look that up tonight because the name sounds so familiar. Not sure about the song. I do. So whenever I live, sometimes when they're not, doing other things or off shopping or taking care of stuff, usually my wife and I, we hang out together and whatnot. And I go live. I'm serenading my kid and my wife, and yeah. But it's been a while hanging here on live. When I say a while, I mean like 2 or 3 days. And we're in the holiday season, so people really need people they can hang out with. I appreciate that. Appreciate you telling me about them, because I need all the help I can get when it comes to songwriting and inspiration and stuff. There's a YouTube channel. If you haven't checked them out, Space Hound Records. Every Tuesday and Saturday, they do a stream where people can submit their songs and stuff. And Corey, the guy that's over there, he's really good about just listening to songs and pointing out the good things and helping people develop their songwriting. So if you are learning guitar and you want to get into songwriting, it's a good place to go, or even just find new artists. Honestly, it's helped me find a lot of new music. Hey, Go, how you doing? So, sure, but I honestly don't do covers, so I'm sorry to disappoint you in that way. Believe it or not, I don't know K-pop that well. I have a few friends that are huge into K-pop, but I never really, never quite got into it. My friends were telling me about Bam Bam, and is it Sick Puppies? There's a couple of them they were telling me about, and I've yet to really dive. I've listened to a couple songs, and it's fun. It's definitely fun.
Sick Puppies?
Not Sick Puppies. Why did I say Sick Puppies?
Puppies is like
Not Sick Puppies. It's something puppies. And it's not snarky puppies either. Man. This is what happens when you get old, guys. Your memory fails.
The only two K-pop bands or like groups that I know are like the two ones that people go ham over, and that's BTS
There's
and
BTS.
Blackpink.
I remember when Blackpink was getting advertised on PUBG. That was, what, 4 years ago? Remember me. Remember me. Yeah, I used to play a lot more covers, especially when I was learning like different songs and whatnot, learning guitar. It was a lot of fun. That's actually one of the things I tell people when they start to play guitar. Play with friends. Play songs you know, or play the songs that you don't know, like make your own songs. Making it with friends, honestly, it's huge. It makes such a big difference.
I'm so tired.
Good night, he's tired. So yeah, hope everybody's doing well. I know we're getting close to Christmas. Everybody's hopefully gotten their lists together. Hopefully people are making plans to spend time with their family. I do hope to go live around that time because I don't think people should really spend Christmas alone. Just like I don't think they should spend pretty much any holiday alone. Not by objective need. Hey Panda, how you doing? Don't mind me as I'm struggling with a guitar case. Dude, I am so very excited for some new projects coming out. But I hope you're doing well, dude. Thank you for sending me photos of little one. That's crazy, dude. It is crazy. Alright, back to this guy. Dude, it's so good to see you too. I don't know, this is kind of a spicy chord we should play with, dude. Thank you, sir. This is my PRS that I've modded. It's the one I'm trying to sell to Corey. I do like the sound of this guy. I'm gonna be upgrading my amp. I don't know if you guys can see this. Probably not. The angle's not as good as it normally is. So I have like a 30-watt Fender Champion right now. And obviously the volume is way low right now. This thing normally gets very loud. I'm trying to find a good studio amp. I'm starting to get into the spot where I'm miking my amp. So for those of you that are doing like recording and stuff like that, the sound is majorly different if you are running a line out from your amp into your audio interface versus if you have a microphone in front of it. Air pressure makes a lot of difference in sound, and you can add a lot of energy by miking your guitar versus just direct input. Haywood, I play very, very, very little keyboard. I mostly have this guy for the synths. So when I'm writing songs and whatnot, I took a couple years of orchestra, and that opened my eyes to the idea of first, second, and third chair. So when you're listening to an orchestra, you're listening to, all these layers of sound, but it sounds beautiful. But if you start picking apart the chairs, you're realizing sometimes they're playing very different things. Sorry, this is kind of a tangent rant. They're playing very different things, but it makes up a beautiful piece. One of the best examples of this that I know of is The Hunt. That's the name of the piece, is The Hunt. And if you listen to the violins, you'll hear the first chair doing their thing, second chair doing their thing. But when you really listen, it comes together so very well. So I start trying to write my music like that. Instead of just one guitar and singing and drums and a bass, I started trying to make layers. And honestly, it led to learning how to play a little bit better on keys and playing on drums. And guys like Panda, one day I'll be like you, Panda. Guys like Panda can like write a whole song in like 5 minutes, and it's pretty deep. It's a pretty good song. I don't know. I think Panda's maybe a wizard. Not really, but dude, your daughter is scary, scary good. So Panda's family is extremely musical. So Haywood, who would you like to play like as far as like guitars and stuff? Because I know you mentioned James Taylor, and I'm like trying to think of other like really good acoustic guitar players as well. Panda, you actually might be able to help me with this one, because when I think acoustic, I'm thinking more so like a little bit country, and I'm trying to remember who's a good influence as far as like acoustic songs. Guthrie Govan is just... You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Guys, you were throwing out some really good names. I haven't thought about Roy Clark in forever. I was thinking about Chet Atkins, but I'm like, I think he did some acoustic work, but I remember him more so from like when he was playing his Orange Gretsch. Like that's what I know him for. Who's the guy who sings Amos Moses? I don't have a second phone next to me. Come on, computer. Fly, you fool. Perfect. Jerry Reed, yeah. So there's a band that I was going to guest bass for. And one of the songs was Amos Moses. I'd never heard that song before. Love it. And it's crazy because, you go to Walmart, you go to department stores, and you listen to the music that's playing. And I work in one, so I get to listen to it a lot. And you tend to think that's the only thing that's out there that's like everybody likes, but I'm finding a lot of modern music that's played in department stores, it's kind of not enjoyed that much. I gotta look up this other guy. There's another gentleman who, what is his name? He did the song about the new hire. He's hard on equipment. Oh, what is that? What is that guy's name? Lunds? Lubs? Lunds? Something like that. Pardon me as I try to get my computer going. Hard on equipment. Corb Lund. Yeah, that's who it is. Corb Lund. He's also pretty good. And it's crazy how when you listen to these guys sing, they're not singing like, you know, fa sol la ti. They're not doing any of that. It's just from their heart. I'm like, dude, I kind of miss that a little bit. And it's honestly a little bit easing on the soul when you listen to somebody sing what actually means something to them. You know, it's more than just we're going on a car ride in the back roads. It's more than just having fun with friends. It's more than just you meeting another love interest. But like when you listen to somebody sing something that really means the world to them, it's kind of crazy. Not saying all the songs did, but you can tell when an artist really, really means what they say. Also, if it's bothering anybody, I apologize for not using the handle. Sometimes I use it. It looks like my kid's about to go to bed here in just a little bit, so probably if I play guitar, guys, it's gonna be without the amp. My kid, he is about to turn 5 months old, so he needs his sleep. We need the sleep. One of these days, I'm gonna get my, one of these days, I'll get my brother again, and we'll hang out, and we'll do a live jam. We did that once before on Facebook. Guys, let me tell you, the difference between YouTube Live and Facebook Live is huge. Facebook Live, it seems to only put it in your friend's subscription feed. So you have a lot of friends, that can be okay. YouTube honestly does a really good job of just randomizing, and it's so cool. I honestly, going to the lives here has helped the channel grow a lot. Thank you guys for being here. I would still do this if nobody was here, because I started doing this when nobody was here, and I still kept going. But the fact that you're here means the world to me, and thank you for that. I still remember way back when I was in my parents' basement and I was starting to write songs and whatnot. It was crazy. We hit 20 subscribers, and I think I was letting my parents know, like, oh my goodness, we did it. We're at 20. And thank you. Thank you so much, Swanee. Please, please, please come back, hang out, check out the channel. We'll keep doing this. And you're always, always welcome. Get some good food. But I still remember, I was like, I was like, man, we hit 20 subs. And I go back and I listen, and I'm like, man, The music wasn't the best, quality wasn't the best because I was still learning, I still am learning what it is I was doing. But that's the fun of it, you know? That's the fun of growing. It, as weird as it sounds, going and making it to the top sounds like fun sometimes. But then when you start actually going through what it takes, it's so much fun just being there, doing the work. Like sometimes it's hard releasing songs because I feel like there's more stuff I want to do. It's more fun to sit there and work on pieces and perfect them. Hey, here's hoping. Here's hoping, Panda. I know at 500 on YouTube they start to let you monetize and stuff like that. That's a one-day thing. That's a one-day thing. I'm just excited because like for the longest time we were at like I think 98. We were at 98 subscribers, and it was fun. I was like, man, I don't know if we're ever gonna do this, if we're gonna break it, and then we broke it. And I'm like, this is the best day ever, and we've broken it 2 more times since. So, thank you guys. Music. This is gonna sound really, 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 really dumb. Even though music isn't a numbers game, it still does your heart good when you see people enjoy what it is that you do. When people come out and hang out with you. It's so much fun. It really is. All right, so gotta ask. We got 19 days, I think, till Christmas. Has everybody finished their Christmas list yet? Do you think you're gonna get a present, or do you think you're gonna get coal? Nice. Panda, one day when we do meet up, remind me to bring this keyboard. Can get some crazy, crazy synth sounds out of this thing. Especially when you start combining. I don't know, I'm kind of hoping for coal, because you can always turn coal into a diamond. I love resolutions. Oh my goodness. One of these days I'll get better at a keyboard and I can actually play you guys some stuff. Here in about a week or so, hopefully the next song should be going up. Thank you for all the ones that have been checking out Far Away. It's doing pretty good. We have listeners on Apple Music, on YouTube, quite a few places. So thank you guys for that. Trying to remember what else. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna do some more gaming streams here in a little bit. trying to really focus on this music. I gotta get this out. It's been sitting way too long. I was trying to get this whole album out in November. Didn't happen. So we're trying to get them out ASAP, but make sure that they're completely ready. Inside baseball, I was doing some collabs with some artists, and for a couple songs, thanks, man. For a couple songs, there was some mashups I did with people where initially I was like, oh, this is gonna be really, really good. But as I kept working on the song, I'm like, this isn't quite what it needs. And so I would sit there and I'd work on the piece and then rework on the piece, then just sat. These past few months, it's been, I'm not gonna lie, it's felt hard trying to get through stuff. I'm not trying to be a baby. I'm not saying like, well, it's hard making music on really cool pieces of gear. But mental health and things like that is no joke, guys. Take care of yourselves. Just these past few months, it's been weird. Been weird. Getting into wintertime and all that as well. It's so important to take care of yourself. You know, seek good, godly professional help if need be. And, you know, don't be afraid to ask for help. But that being said, there's about, I think last time I said there's about 4 songs in the works. Hopefully in about another week, one should be up. Then about 2 weeks after that one, hopefully another one should be up. Christmas time in retail, it is hard getting stuff complete. I'm not gonna list off my itinerary. It's very full. It is very full. And that's okay. But I'm really excited to get this out to you guys. And I really hope you enjoy it. I know it's been a lot of fun. Slowly working on things and seeing the progress. I honestly am down for that, Panda. This Sunday is kind of taken because I have to do some stuff at the church. But since I got keys, I got permission, feel free to come up this way and we can jam at the church. They have cage drums and like recording software, all that. It's pretty cool. Well, not quite recording software. Mixer board that you can record from. It's pretty cool. But it's been forever since I've done a proper jam session. And I think the last time we did a jam session out in the wild, it went a little sideways. Guys, pro tip. My thing is, I've been telling everybody, jam with friends, play with friends, whatnot. That's so important. But also, when you play in public, whether that's busking, whether that's you and your friends out in the park, or whether that's, you know, you in your friend's garage, be respectful of those around you. I was playing music in the park. I like to do that from time to time. And I invited a friend over. Invited a person over to play. And they were a drummer and they were ready to stop the world and let them know they had arrived. And I still have to replace those drum heads. Hey, welcome back, Haywood. I still have to replace those drum heads. They got caved in just a wee little bit. But yeah, just keep in mind there are other people there. And if they want to come listen to you, they'll come over and listen. I had a really cool friend. He owns a restaurant in town. He let me come over and jam. And I tried to keep it quiet, but you know, it's kind of like what I do here. A lot of it sounds the same, but it's like easy listening. So you listen to it, and one song melds into the other, and it's kind of just nice. But I had one dude. He came up and he just handed me a 20, and I was like, dude, this is the best. So I gotta hit my friend up and be like, bro, bro. Ah, dude. So one of the things you can do, Haywood, go on Facebook Marketplace, and you can put a listing together for maybe starting a band. And it's one of those things where it's like you kind of run people through, and you see who you like, who you have good chemistry with, who's not going to tear up the equipment, and who has a van. Because generally the drummers have the van. Mm-hmm. Good for you, Haywood. That is awesome. Mm-hmm. Honestly, Panda, that's probably the best way to do it too. The band Demon Hunter, they don't really, from what I was listening to when they were talking about this, they don't really meet up outside of, you know, when they come to record an album or touring or whatnot. But they'll like come together, record the album, but they'll send like stuff to each other and whatnot. And that way it keeps the friction low. And I'm like, that's honestly brilliant. But they've been touring now for years. My brother was listening to you know exactly where I was going with that. My brother's been listening to them since I was a little kid. And you know, they just put out an album, I think it was Exile, like, was it a year ago, 2 years ago? They're still crushing it. I need to pick up that album, actually. Freedom is Dead goes really, really hard. But I kind of miss... I kind of miss some of the old CDs that were coming out around that time, like Hawk Nelson and Old Sanctus Real, like back when they were a rock band. December Radio was still around, and Decipher Down, they were still there. I never saw Bless the Fallen Lifeway. I wonder why. I'm trying to remember, growing up, so, again, little inside baseball. Ah, that's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Growing up as a kid, we listened to tons of Fred Hammond, Kirk Franklin, Stephen Curtis Chapman, Jeremy Camp, and CeCe Winans. That was my mom's like thing, was CeCe Winans and Donnie McClurkin. And it wasn't until my brother introduced me to, I think it was Jonah 33. And that transitioned into Third Day. And that transitioned into... What did that transition into? 38th Parallel, I think, is the band. They're kind of like old school, really raw recording. And eventually that turned into Red and all sorts of stuff. And then I met my wife. And my wife introduced me into like some seriously hardcore bands. And that was a lot of fun. And I initially was trashing her music taste, saying, oh, this doesn't sound good. It grew on me. So now I also have some of said bands on my music playlist. Hey Renegade, how you doing? But yeah, Panda, let me know whenever you are... More so like, she was like, so there's this band, and she sent me some of their music. It's like Diamonds to Dust, and I'm like, okay. And I start listening, I'm like, okay. And I'm like, after a while, I'm like, this is pretty good. And I think she's the one who introduced me to actually listening to a little bit of Lorna Shore. And she's the one who really got me to listen to Avenged Sevenfold. Hadn't really listened to them before. I'm like, man, this is actually... It helped me understand a lot more of what some of my friends had talked about growing up. Because, again, that was their music. It wasn't really mine, but it is what it is. And then she showed me Convictions and Holy Name and Duress. Cultist. Oh my goodness. She showed me Cultist and I'm like, this is straight sludge. Like, it sounds like sludge. It's great. Renegade, what movie are you watching? Currently, I'm just chilling in my living room. We're talking music, talking Christmas lists. It's just a good night. I was a wannabe hardcore emo kid, Panda. I didn't venture too far from like Disciple and whatnot. Like, it's not a phase, Mom. Listening to Skillet thinking it was hard. Oh, how naive I was. But, I'm really thankful for those times too. Because, like, when you're a teenager and you're trying to navigate life, the music you listen to, it's really, really important. But finding something that kind of expressed that feeling of, like, being trapped and changing and trying to find your identity and stuff, it's really, 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 really important. It's important to find it in a good place. Dude, lucky. I think my parents almost got a little upset because there was a show at the local church, and what was his name? He used to be in the Gaithers, and he was gone for a while, and he got back in the Gaithers. Anyways, yeah, Gaither singer came to this church. Opening act was a Christian band with screaming. The church is a church full of old people and some youth. It was great. I think my parents almost had a cow. It was magnificent, especially when the singer was like, "Ah, we're not gonna do any screaming. Maybe a little screaming." Proceeds to just false fold for like 10 seconds of just beautiful notes. My brother and I, we were hyped, dude. We were just like, man. Dude, why did they get kicked? That's not fun. You know, I take that back. That might be my goal. One day, play a show so good. Mm-hmm. That'll do it. Just cover Scream, aim fire from Bullet for My Valentine. Get kicked out of the nursing home. That would be amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, it's crazy because, like, all the songs that you identify as a kid, you go back and you listen to them. There's the nostalgia, but there's also just the thing of the way you hear it really does change. The that song from The Fray, "How to Save a Life," listening to it 4 years ago, it meant something a whole lot different to me then, versus listening to it now. Or the song "100 Years" from Five for the Fighting. That song, again, like even 3 years ago, that song meant something very different than what it does now. But those kind of pieces really do just, they kind of stick with you over time. They walk with you in life, and you're like, everything is just, you catch a little bit more meaning from it. Just kind of sticks with you, yeah. Yeah, dude. Back when I was like, Mom, Dad, I should be able to watch that. And sometimes it wasn't that the movie was bad, but my parents, they were looking out and they're like, you're not quite ready for that part of life yet. But then also, like, I get what you mean too, Panda, because like even watching things like the Goofy movie, I know that's the meme people talk about, but it's true. Or Veggie Tales, or just these different things. You see the perspective of the parent. You see them trying. The Leaning Tower of Cheesa. You know, this is also crazy. I don't think I've ever seen gorillas. I'm not even sure I know what that one is. I was kind of sheltered as a kid. Whoops. Again, my parents were doing their job very, very well, keeping us safe from things. I'm really thankful for that, honestly. Oh, gotcha. Wait, that's who does the song? Oh my goodness. Learning something new tonight. Well, guys, we are almost at 9 o'clock. Work is gonna come early in the morning. I got a great date with a beautiful honey. And I'm not sorry to say I'm gonna be leaving you guys hanging. but I wanted to say thank you for coming and hanging with me and checking out the music. Thank you for everybody that subscribed and liked the stream. Like I said, everybody's welcome. We enjoy hanging out. If it's not your cup of tea, that's okay too. But you know what? Everybody's welcome. So guys, have a great night. It's so good seeing you, Panda. So good seeing you, Panda. Renegade as well, and Haywood. You guys have a great night. I wanted to make sure I got your guys' names correct. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging. I'll see you guys again probably in a couple days or so, and we'll hang again. Night, everybody.